Ever feel like you're one cheeseburger away from a heart attack? You see the headlines, right? Heart disease, still #1 killer. It's terrifying, and you've tried everything. Keto, vegan, Mediterranean, you name it. But nothing sticks. What if I told you there isn't just one magic diet, but one type of meal, backed by science, that can actually start to unclog your arteries? And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. What if the secret to a healthier heart isn't about restriction, but about addition? Forget the all-or-nothing diets. The truth is, the best diet is the one you can actually follow long-term. Today, we're not talking about another restrictive plan. We're going to build the single best meal to help clear out your arteries, using powerful, high-yield foods that science shows can make a real difference. We'll break down exactly what causes plaque to build up and how specific foods can fight back. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a delicious, practical meal plan that could genuinely change your life. First, let's get one thing straight. Clogged arteries, or atherosclerosis, isn't as simple as grease clogging a pipe. It's not just about eating too much cholesterol. It's a complex biological process, a perfect storm brewing inside your blood vessels. It starts with damage. The inner lining of your arteries is a delicate layer called the endothelium. Think of it as a smooth, non-stick coating. High blood pressure, smoking, or high blood sugar can scratch and damage this lining. Once it's damaged, it's like a tear in a fence. This allows LDL particles, the so-called bad cholesterol, to sneak through the barrier and get stuck in the artery wall. But not just any LDL. We're specifically talking about LDL particles that carry a protein called ApoB. The more ApoB particles you have, the more chances there are for them to get trapped. But they don't just sit there. The trapped LDL particles start to oxidize. They rust, essentially. This oxidation triggers an alarm in your body. Your immune system sees this oxidized LDL as a foreign invader and launches a full-scale attack. It sends in white blood cells called macrophages to clean up the mess. These macrophages start gobbling up the oxidized LDL, but they eat so much they become bloated and get stuck themselves, turning into what we call foam cells. This whole mess of damaged cells, fats, and cellular debris creates a plaque. Your body tries to wall it off with a fibrous cap, but the inflammation continues to brew underneath, making the plaque larger and more unstable. If that cap ruptures, a blood clot can form in seconds, leading to a heart attack or stroke. So, to fight this, we need foods that do more than just lower cholesterol. We need an army of nutrients that can tackle this problem from every angle. We need foods that can lower those ApoB particles, reduce inflammation, protect that delicate endothelial lining, and calm down that overactive immune response. So, are you ready to build our artery unclogging meal? Let's start with the foundation. Imagine a big, beautiful salad. But this isn't just any boring salad. This is our vessel for delivering powerful nutrients. The base is going to be leafy greens, like spinach or kale. These are packed with flavonoids and nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a superhero for your arteries. It tells them to relax and widen, which improves blood flow and lowers blood pressure. It also helps heal that damaged endothelial lining we talked about. Now, let's add some color and a huge dose of antioxidant power. We're adding tomatoes. Why tomatoes? Lycopene. This is the pigment that gives tomatoes their bright red color, and it's an incredibly potent antioxidant. Remember how those LDL particles oxidize or rust in the artery wall? Lycopene acts like a rust-proofer, neutralizing those free radicals and protecting the LDL from damage in the first place. Studies have shown that higher lycopene intake is linked to slower progression of plaque. Watermelon and pink grapefruit are also great sources if you want to mix things up. Next up on our superstar salad, we're adding a sprinkle of something crunchy: flax seeds. Just 1 or 2 tablespoons. Flax seeds are a fantastic source of phytosterols. These are plant compounds that look a lot like cholesterol to your body. When you eat them, they compete with actual cholesterol for absorption in your gut. It's like a game of musical chairs, and the phytosterols take the spots, leaving the cholesterol with nowhere to go but out. This forces your liver to pull more LDL cholesterol out of your bloodstream to make things like bile acids. The result? Lower LDL levels, We're talking a reduction of up to 14 points, which is significant. Sesame seeds and nuts are also great sources of phytosterols. Now for the main course to go with our salad. Let's add a beautiful piece of grilled salmon. Fatty fish, like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, are the best dietary sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These fats are inflammation-fighting powerhouses. They help to cool down that immune system overreaction that contributes to plaque growth. They also help raise nitric oxide, further improving blood flow, and have been shown to stabilize existing plaque, making it less likely to rupture. If you're not a fan of fish, a high-quality omega-3 supplement is the next best thing. And what are we cooking this salmon in? Forget the cheap vegetable oils. We're using extra virgin olive oil. Real, high-quality extra virgin olive oil is rich in compounds called polyphenols, especially one called oleocanthal. This compound has anti-inflammatory effects similar to ibuprofen. It helps improve the health of your endothelial lining and can even improve your body's sensitivity to insulin, which is another key factor in heart health. To round out our meal, let's have a drink, but not a sugary soda or juice. We're brewing a cup of green tea. Green and black tea are loaded with a type of flavonoid called catechins. These compounds are incredible for your arteries. Research has shown that people who drink 3 or more cups of tea per day have a 21% lower risk of stroke. Catechins work by reducing inflammation and preventing platelets from clumping together, making your blood less sticky and prone to clotting. So let's review our ultimate artery-clearing meal. A large salad with leafy greens and tomatoes sprinkled with flax seeds, a piece of salmon cooked in extra virgin olive oil, and a cup of green tea on the side. This single meal delivers a multi-pronged attack against plaque. You're getting flavonoids and nitrates from the greens, lycopene from the tomatoes, phytosterols from the flax seeds, omega-3s from the salmon, and powerful polyphenols from the olive oil and green tea. You are actively fighting inflammation, lowering your bad cholesterol, protecting your artery walls, and improving blood flow. Now, just as important as what to add is what to avoid. The supermarket is filled with fake healthy foods that can secretly sabotage your efforts. Be very wary of flavored yogurts. They might say low fat on the label, but turn it around and you'll see they are packed with added sugar, which is a major driver of inflammation. The same goes for most breakfast cereals and granola bars. They are often marketed as wholesome, but are frequently just glorified candy bars, loaded with refined grains and sugar that spike your blood glucose and contribute to arterial damage. And please, step away from the fruit juice. Even 100% juice is basically sugar water. All the beneficial fiber has been stripped away, so you're just drinking a concentrated dose of sugar that hits your bloodstream like a freight train. Eat the whole fruit instead. An orange has fiber that slows down sugar absorption. Orange juice does not. Building this meal into your routine, even a few times a week, can make a huge impact. It's about progress, not perfection. But food is only part of the equation. There are a couple of other incredibly powerful strategies you should know about. First, let's talk about exercise. But not just any exercise. I'm talking about high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. This involves short bursts of all-out effort, followed by brief recovery periods. Think sprinting for 30 seconds, then walking for a minute, and repeating. Why is HIIT so effective? It puts a unique stress on your body that triggers powerful adaptations. One incredible study followed patients for 6 months. One group did supervised HIIT workouts, and the results were staggering. They saw a measurable reduction in arterial plaque. In that study, HIIT was even slightly more effective than statins at reducing plaque volume. It's a potent tool for improving cardiovascular health. Second, there's a supplement that has some truly impressive science behind it: aged garlic extract. Now, while there aren't direct studies showing it makes plaque vanish, the clinical trials are compelling. Aged garlic extract has been shown to slow down the rate of coronary artery calcification, which is a marker of plaque burden. It also helps stabilize existing plaque, making it less fragile and less likely to rupture. And multiple observational studies have linked it to better endothelial function, lower blood pressure, and even reduced all-cause mortality. It's a powerful supplement to consider adding to your heart-healthy arsenal. So, let's put it all together. You don't need a crazy restrictive diet that makes you miserable. You need to focus on consistently adding these high-yield, scientifically proven foods into your life. Build that powerful meal of salmon, salad, and green tea. Ditch the sugary, processed, health foods that are doing more harm than good. Incorporate some high-intensity interval training into your week. And consider talking to your doctor about aged garlic extract. This is a proactive, powerful approach to taking control of your heart health. It's not about a quick fix. It's about building sustainable habits that nourish your body and protect your arteries for the long haul. You have the power to change the course of your health, one meal, one workout, one day at a time. What's one heart-healthy food you're going to add to your grocery list this week? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading about your journeys and the changes you're making. And if you found this video helpful and want more science-backed tips to improve your health, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health.